Hey, what's up? I'm Mattia Babcock, and I'm riding bareback today. I'm still recovering from my injury, so you're going to see me riding bareback a lot. But in this video, I want to share with you a little setup for a spin exercise. And essentially, you're going to walk a circle, and then the hindquarters will stop, and the front end will come around and do a little forequarter yield. And I absolutely love this exercise. It's great for building softness in your horse off of one rein, which is a great way to build to vertical flexion if you are on a colt, or if you just want to get your vertical flexion better. This is a great exercise. I noticed a huge improvement on all my horses when within like the first 3 months when I first started using this exercise, and I wanted to share it with you. You know, my expectation for softness is I lift one rein and my horse, you know, gives me some bend, gives me some vertical flexion, and that's like ideal. And this exercise is a really good way to get your horse softer and more understanding. It really helps get their mind in the turnaround. And as we know, if you don't have the mind, it's really gonna show in your quality of movement. You're not gonna get nice turnarounds. Your horse is gonna be bracy and sticky. So this is a great exercise for that. And I'm gonna show you the 3 different stages. I'm gonna show you beginner stage with my young horse Bridger. He's 3 years old. And then I'm going to show you intermediate side with Scarlet, and then I'm going to show you a little bit more advanced in the softness realm with Ember. Rein is just controlling how much my horse turns. So he's bending, he's soft, but he's kind of bowing out a little bit. When my horse is bending, then I'll open up to a forequarter yield and let him rest. And I'll show you that one more time. That was the But my goal here is I can stay walking on this small circle as long as I need to get my horse stopped. Like I'm using my inside rein, I'm keeping it nice and close to my horse's neck. That way there's a difference when I pull it off to do a forequarter yield. I can even shorten this inside rein and lift it up more if I need to. And then when he's soft, I have the green light to open up, opening my rein up, pushing with my outside leg instead, releasing my inside leg. Try not to stall my horse out here. And then release when he gives me that forequarter yield. Shorten my rein, and my inside rein is going to come up here, and it's going to stay against her neck. And she's giving me nice vertical flexion and softness on this circle, so I know I'm good to open up and ask for that turnaround. And then I'm going to trot out of it. And ideally I'd trot off in a straight line. So ideally I'd trot off in a straight line, but for this I'm going to try to stay within frame for you. But that trotting out of it is really the intermediate stage. It really helps your horse engage their hindquarters. And it helps with a horse like Scarlet, who's a little bit lazy. So I can ride this small circle as long as I need to get softness from my horse. And we had a little miscommunication there. She's not very happy. She's swishing her tail. I'm trying to get her to walk forward into this and help take the contact a little bit. It doesn't have to be a full turnaround. So I want to take a minute and share with you why I like to try out of this exercise and when I would use it. Now in the beginning stages, you know, if the forequarter yield is really hard for yourself, if I can get a little bend and open up and have my horse do a step or two of forequarter yield, I'm happy. We're gonna stop right there. But for horses that like to suck back in that forequarter yield, or even like you find that they're backing up in that when you ask for the turnaround, or if you find that they're bottle topping, which means their back end is moving and spinning at the same time their front end is, they're not really committing to that forequarter yield, then I will trot out of it. And what this does is it engages the hindquarters and gets your horse really thinking about that forequarter yield, and helps them commit to it better. So that's why I love trotting out of it. As soon as I feel my horse bottle topping at all, or their hindquarters moving, I will just trot out of it. You know, I forget about how many steps of forequarter yield I got. I'm gonna trot out of it because that's gonna make my forequarter yield better. If I get those hindquarters engaged, get them to sit back, but not back so much that they're backing up, and really bring that front end around. And that's a great little pro tip for getting your horse better. All right, so here's Ember, and I want to talk to you a little bit about what I think about at this level. So I'm thinking about, what does it feel like when I lift my inside rein? Does my horse immediately soften? How rhythmic are they going into it? Like that first one, you may have noticed she kind of sucked back in that first step. She crossed behind and not in front. So she didn't have quite as much forward is what I would like her to have. So I'm looking for nice rhythm. I don't want my horse knocking their ankles. If they're doing that, then I'm pushing them too hard, too fast. You know, I'm looking for my horse to be really confident in stepping over and have that rhythm and relaxation first and that softness. And then I can start working on speeding it up a little bit. And you can also do this from a trot. Like, I felt like she was a little sluggish, so I wanted to make it just a little bit harder and circle at a trot and then come into it. So I want her seeking relief in that forequarter yield. That should be the easy part. That's why the circle's so small. One of the reasons is to make it a little harder and to also help get my horse bending. But those are just a couple thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is one of my favorite exercises, so give it a try.